Hello and welcome once again to my channel. I am Choma Wosu, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make an Igbo blouse. Okay, so we're going to be using George, the fabric called George, and it's popularly worn by the Igbos. This is what it looks like. Basically, this is what it looks like. It comes like this. So I have this one in off-white, and then it comes with a fabric that is made of tulle like this, and some patterns on it as well. So I hope you can see this. I'll show you guys one more. Okay, so this is another one. So this is the fabric called George. You can see this one as well. This is the wrapper. Usually it's tied around the waist, and you have to have two pieces. So you tie one and then you tie the second one on top. That's how the Igbos traditionally dress. And this is the one that we use for the blouse usually. Now people use them for gowns, skirts, and every other thing, but formerly it used to be used for wrapper and just blouse. So guys, I'll be working on this blouse. So this is how this one is looking. Sorry, you like this design here to be at the front, applique. You like it to be at the front bodice, so that it can bring out the beauty. So I'm just going to keep this right now, and I'm going to go ahead to cut the princess blouse here. This is the lining, by the way. Okay guys, so this is the blouse I'll be working on. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so this is the blouse I'll be working on, and I've actually folded it like so. See, I just folded it like so. So like I said, this is the base. Okay, so this is actually what they call raw silk. This is what they call raw silk, and this is the base. So this is what we're going to work on. All right, so we now have the back, which is this one, and then the front, which is on the fold. So I'm taking off the back because we cannot work on it at the same time. The back is slightly different from the front. It has zipper allowance and all that stuff going on at the back. So let's concentrate on the front for now. So now we're going to go ahead to measure the neckline like we always do. Okay, so if you've been on the channel for a while, yeah, you know this already, but I have to keep repeating this step because of the new people that are just joining us. Okay, so now next we're going to measure the shoulder, 8 inches. Come down by 1 inch to measure the shoulder slope. Then I'll connect the neckline to the shoulder, or the shoulder to the neckline. So I'm going to go ahead to measure the armhole line, or the chest line. Okay, so this line I'm going to start from the part where I have the neckline marking, and then I'm just going to go down by 8.5 inches. Next, I'm going to measure the bust point. The bust point is 12. I'm going to make it 12.5. I'm adding the ½ inch to it for seam allowance. Now the under bust is All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead to determine our bust separation measurement, which is the nipple to nipple measurement, and I will use 4.5 inches for that because I'm drafting directly on my fabric. Okay. All right. So right now I'm going to go ahead to input our darts measurements. So the dart for the dart here, for this particular one, I'm going to be taking 1.5 inch from the side and about 1 inch from the center. All right, so this is the center front. The part that is on the fold is the center front, and this side, this is the side. So I'm going to go ahead to take that out from the waistline. So this is the waist measurement here, this is the under bust, and this is the bust point. Okay. I don't know whether to label this so you don't get confused. This is bust points. I have this actually on one of my tutorials, how to draft a princess dart. So I'll leave the link so that you go check it out. And this is the under bust. So let's say UB. And this is the waistline. Let's say WL. Alright. Okay, so just not to get you confused with all the lines, this is the chest line. Or you can say it's the armhole line. This is the chest line. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to take out 1 inch from this side, and I'm going to go ahead to take out 1.5 inch from this side. Alright, so this is where it's looking. So altogether I should have about 2.5 inches here, which is a lot. So you can see our bust is going to really pop up. Okay, now for this one, so we're going to connect this line straight down to this point here. So this is the way we're going to connect it, and we're going to connect this one this way. All right, so next from the bust point, we're going to so now for this particular one, I'm going to extend it by 1/2 inch, because this, if you don't extend it, you find out that by the time you end up stitching, this would stop somewhere here. It's not going to be complete, and I'm just going to extend it. And then I'm going to extend this one because we want the neckline to be a bit wide. We have 3 inches here, but I'm going to use 4.5. All right, now I'm going to curve the neckline. So okay, so we're almost done with the front. The next thing to do is to input all your measurements. So I'm going to start with the waist. So the waist, we took out 2.5 here. The actual measurement for this is 40 inches. Now when we divide by 4, we get 10. Now we're going to add 2.5 that we took out from here. So we have 10, 12.5. Now I'm going to add 2 inches of seam allowance, so 13, 14.5. That's where I'm going to put the mark. Now for the bust we have 46 and we have 11.5 after dividing it by 4. So we have 11.5. We're going to add 2 inches to that. So 13.5 is where the bust is going to end. But you cannot end the bust here. So whatever waist measurements you have, that's what you're going to use. Now for this part, it's better to just go ahead and just, spread your arms wide to the end. All right, so it's better to have it spread out than have a straight line here. It might not fit the way you want eventually. So you can see how this is. I just spread my arms wide, and here, instead of taking the bust measurement, I use the waist measurement. At this point, it becomes more important because of everything going on here. And then once you have this one right, this one automatically, the bust automatically fits. Okay, so right now I'm going to go up here by 2 inches. There's no particular reason, or 2.5 inches, no particular reason for this. This is just to give your blouse a stylish look. It makes it look better and it fits properly when you have the curve here. So yeah, just going to curve it that way. Especially when you're not tying a wrapper with the blouse, if you decide to wear the blouse with a skirt, it comes out looking better. Okay, so we have everything here for this. I'm going to go ahead at this point to cut this out, but before I cut that, I always like to hold my fabric with pins, because I'm going to still cut out the lining and cut out the other parts that we have, so I don't want things moving up and down. All right, so I'm going to go ahead to cut this now. So this is for the front. I'm going to keep this aside and I'll go ahead and cut the back. So guys, I actually discovered that this video was getting too lengthy, so I decided to stop right here and make a part 2. So I'm going to be posting the part 2 right after this. And in the part 2, I actually showed how to draft and cut out the back parts of the blouse, how also to attach interfacing, and I actually attached the breast cup to this blouse, which is optional, and I also cut out the applique on the fabric and placed it on the bodice to make the blouse look even more beautiful. So I'm sure you definitely don't want to miss out on the part 2 of this video. Also, if you're stopping by for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like the video if you actually enjoyed it, and I'll definitely see you shortly in the part 2 of this video. Bye.